What is up, my people? How are we doing today? And again, another fight with Shakur Stevenson that people are complaining about. Um, and I mean, I've been saying this. I've been saying that Shakur is boring. Um, but I want to make it clear, guys. Like, let's just talk about the fight. What happened in the fight first? Okay, first. The first 4 or 5 rounds, it was the same old Shakur Stevenson, jumping 50 feet back every time he sees anything coming from the opponent. He just does the jump, the classic jump back, which people call highly technical, but it's just that's the only thing he does. He just jumps back, right? So there's nothing highly technical about this. There's nothing mind blowing about this move. It's a jump back move. You're just jumping back. It's not even a pendulum step. It's just like jumping as far as you can back from a guy who's trying to attack you. Um, and then in the fifth or sixth, somewhere on the fifth or sixth, he starts to, and I can't even say turn it up. He starts to walk forward and starts to walk his opponent down, but he's not really throwing any shots. He's still waiting, which is what he does. He waits to see if he can counter you with something. That's basically his style. He's a counter puncher. Okay, he's not even a jabber, dude. Like I was looking at him today on YouTube because I didn't watch the fight live. I don't even know where it was at. I wasn't wasting my time on Shakur Stevenson again. It's just the same old stuff with him. It shows a lack of creativity. It shows a lack of even effort what he's doing. I personally, I have ADHD. I can't do this. I mean, if I have, that's a whole nother problem, right? But if I have maybe a little bit of focus, I would be able to do the same thing for 12 rounds and not bore other people. Then fine, but I'm too creative to where I have to do other things. I have to add a little more, maybe like a step or something, maybe snap my fingers or something, um, in order to make this a little bit more entertaining. But Shakur Stevenson, that's what he does. He just sits around and waits for his opponent to overextend, and then he capitalizes on his opponents. Towards the end of the fight, or at the end of at the fight, they interviewed him and they said, what do you think about the boos? And he said, I think they were booing because of the other guy. I think if the other guy would have pressed me more, it would have been a more entertaining fight. Meaning, it's the other guy's fault. And I'm just gonna say this, guys. That's why nobody wants to fight Shakur Stevenson, because first of all, Shakur Stevenson is not that famous. Okay, number one. So not only is the other guy is gonna bring the people, like for example, let's say Tank, or what they're talking about Cepeda, right? Or whoever the guy is, it's big. He's bigger than him, meaning monetarily, he brings more people to the table. So not only is the other guy going to bring more people, he's going to bring the people in, right? He's going to bring the money in because the other guy's going to be the A side. He is the promotion is going to be on the other side, right? So, and not only that, but he's going to bring the fight because this guy's not fighting. He's just standing around waiting for counter punches. Okay, so and then at the end, he's still going to blame the other guy if the fight sucks. So this guy's not bringing literally nothing to the table. Like literally nothing to the table, this guy. So why would anybody want to fight that guy? Why would anybody want to fight him? If I'm Tank, I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, dude, he's not even taking any responsibility for any of what he's doing. Um, not only that, when people say that he's like highly technical or this masterclass performance, it's not. He's only doing one or two moves in there, and that's it. He's jumping back or leaning back, which is the same thing, and waiting for the other guy to overextend or commit to something. But he's not gonna commit to shit. And I promise you guys, just go, if you know anything about boxing or you practice boxing, go do that. Go and get in there with another guy and just wait. And you're gonna see how easy it's gonna be. You're just now. Here's the thing: there is a certain level of natural born ability you need in order for you to get away with something like this, and that's what he has. That's what Shakur Stevenson has. It's not technique. It's not this high level boxing. It's the very bare bone minimum level of boxing with a high level of speed, a high level of reflexes, and a high level of athleticism. That's what it is. Because in order for me to jump 50 feet back away from my opponent each time he gets close to me requires athleticism, not some sort of crazy technique that nobody knows, or something like that. That is why this guy can afford to take turns with the other guy. If you look at this fight that he had, against this German guy, I forgot his name. Um, it was a back and forth, but in a very boring way. It wasn't. It was like drills. I don't know if you guys have ever done drills, drill practice with your opponent, meaning you practice combinations and your opponent or your partner practices defending from it, right? So you go 1, 2, 3, and he defends, and then he goes 1, 2, 3, and you defend, right? And you go back and forth like that. So that's what this looked like. It looked like they were doing practice drills, and they were taking turns. They were like, okay, now it's your turn. Now it's my turn. Now it's your turn. Now it's my turn. There was no rhythm change. There was no, um, there was just nothing there that looked like an actual fight. It looked like drills. It was even worse than a sparring session. Um, so so when people say that like I said, that this guy is supposed to be entertaining, that this guy is some highly masterclass guy, I don't believe it, because I'm looking at it and he's doing the very basic stuff. Okay, the basics of boxing or any martial arts, most martial arts, is going to be, number one, movement is the first thing you're taught. Not being there. Okay, don't be there. Because it's the first thing you're taught. The first way of attack you're taught in any martial arts is counterattacking, meaning attacking after your opponent attacks. And that is the only thing Shakur Stevenson does, those two things. Defensively, he moves, and offensively, he counterpunches. That's it. That's all he does. Now, if he was more advanced, he would know how to intercept, and he would know how to attack before the opponent attacks. So those are the three ways of attack. Is number one. Number one is counterattacking, meaning attacking after your opponent attacks, or retaliation. Then it's interception, meaning attacking as your opponent attacks, which he never does. And number three is attacking before your opponent attacks, which is pretty much creating opportunities for yourself, or starting the engagements, starting the exchanges. Which Shakur never does. And that's why Shakur's so boring. Because he's taking turns. He could afford to take turns with the other guy because he knows he's faster and he has better reflexes. So he's like, I'm just gonna wait for you to if you're not fast enough, if you don't have the reflexes, you can't afford to do what Shakur does. Like, if I sit around and wait, 9 times out of 10, people are gonna hit me in the face. I'm fast, but I faced a lot of people that are way faster than me and way quicker than me. I can't be waiting around like Shakur does, because I'm not that fast. I have to be the one setting the pace. And Shakur, he's so naturally gifted that he just sits around and waits. And that's great or whatever, but it's not entertaining, and it's not what you people say. Like, everybody always says he's this high technical fighter. He's not. He's highly gifted with natural abilities like reflexes and speed and some power. And I'm pretty sure if he was to press the action more, we would see that he's way more powerful than he himself knows. Um, but he's just adopted this, style that's no risk at all. And he's just gonna wait around for his opponent to do everything. Um, but that's what I think. And this style is, ruining boxing because it's all over the place. People think that this is the way to box. Um, and like I said, he's just gonna blame the other guy or blame everybody except for himself. And it could be that he never learned past the basics. And that could very well be the case for Shakur Stevenson. He never learned how to intercept. Terrence Crawford was in the sidelines trying to give him advice, and he said, catch and shoot, catch and shoot. And I was like, yeah, listen to Terrence. He knows exactly. Look at Terrence Crawford versus Spence. That wasn't no boring fight, right? Because that's because Terrence Crawford was intercepting the shit out of Spence. He would throw a punch, or Spence would throw a punch or an exchange, and in between his exchanges, he was getting caught. That's not what Shakur does. That's just not what Shakur does. And I'm gonna make another video because I'm in a hurry right now. But I'm gonna make a video about what American fighters need to do to leave this style. Number one is start learning how to intercept, and start learning how to initiate the exchanges, and fish for opportunities, not just wait around for them. That's number one and number two. But number three is the key element, you know. And I'm gonna make another video talking about that. But for now, this is it, guys, and I gotta go do some other stuff. But yeah, this isn't it, man. This guy, he's not him. His shirt said, or his short says, "I'm him." I don't think so, dude. I don't think you're it. But if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.